Hello everyone. This is Dr. Vidya Gavande, lecturer, Department of Pharmacy, Government Polytechnic Amravati. Today we will going to discuss regarding biological value and nutritional deficiency of proteins. So we will see one by one. The learning outcome of today's video is after completion of this video, student will be able to explain the concept of biological value of proteins with its calculations, able to explain concept of protein deficiency diseases and differentiate between different protein deficiency diseases. First is, what is biological value of protein? The biological value of protein is defined as the percentage of absorbed nitrogen retained by the body. The quality of protein is measured by its ability to supply essential amino acids, and thus this is expressed as biological value, that is BV. The formula for BV is, it is ratio of nitrogen retained to nitrogen absorbed multiplied by 100. For the measurement of BV, the experimental animals, namely winning albino rats, are chosen. They are first fed with a protein-free diet for 10 days. Then they are kept on a 10% protein diet to be tested for biological value. Urine and feces are collected for both the periods, that is protein-free diet and protein diet. Nitrogen is estimated in the diet, feces and urine samples. Biological value can be calculated by the formula BV equal to nitrogen absorbed minus nitrogen lost in metabolism upon nitrogen absorbed multiplied by 100. For calculation of biological value of proteins, experiments can be done even in human subjects also. The biological value provides a reasonably good index for the nutritive value of proteins. But unfortunately, this method has one inherent drawback. It cannot take into account the nitrogen that might be lost during digestion process. And this is removed by calculation of net protein utilization, that is NPU. NPU is a better nutritional index than biological value since it takes into account the digestibility factor. The experimental procedure for net protein utilization is similar to that of biological value calculation. Net protein utilization can be calculated as NPU equal to nitrogen retained upon nitrogen ingested multiplied by 100. Next is PER, that is protein efficiency ratio. This test consists of feeding weaning 21 days old albino rats with a 10% test protein diet and recording the gain in body weight for a period of 4 weeks. PER is represented by gain in weight of rats per gram protein ingested, that is gain in body weight in gram upon protein ingested in grams. The PER for egg protein is 4.5, for milk protein 3, for rice protein 2.2. Again, one additional point is there, that is chemical score. This is based on the chemical analysis of the protein for the composition of essential amino acids, which is then compared with a reference protein, usually egg protein. The chemical score is defined as the ratio between the quantity of most limiting essential amino acid in the test protein to the quantity of the same amino acid in the egg protein and expressed as percentage. Next is protein energy malnutrition. Protein energy malnutrition, sometimes also called as protein calorie malnutrition, is the most common nutritional disorder of the developing countries. Protein energy malnutrition is a range of disorders of starvation and malnutrition that involve deficiency of other nutrients such as vitamins and minerals in addition to proteins. Two extreme forms are marasmus and kwashiorkor. First is kwashiorkor. The term kwashiorkor was introduced by Cecily Williams in the year 1933 to a nutritional disease affecting the people of Gold Coast in Africa. Kwashiorkor literally means sickness of the deposed child. That is, a disease the child gets when the next baby is born. Due to insufficient intake of proteins, as the diet of weaning child mainly consists of carbohydrates, this kwashiorkor happens. So we will see firstly clinical symptoms, biochemical manifestations and treatment one by one. Before that, what is the occurrence and causes? Kwashiorkor is predominantly found in children between 1 year to 5 years of age. This is primarily due to insufficient intake of proteins. Clinical symptoms are stunted growth, that is growth retardation, edema, particularly on legs and hands, then diarrhea, then discoloration of hair and skin, anemia, apathy and moon-like face. Here, edema is the swelling caused due to accumulation of fluids or fluid retention in that particular areas. Then apathy means lack of emotion, feeling or interest. Next is biochemical manifestations. Kwashiorkor is associated with decreased plasma albumin concentration, that is up to less than 2 gram per deciliter. Then fatty liver. Then deficiency of potassium ions due to diarrhea. Edema occurs due to lack of adequate plasma proteins to maintain water distribution between blood and tissues. Disturbances in metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat are also observed. Several vitamin deficiencies also occur. Then plasma retinol binding protein, that is RPB, is also reduced. And additionally, the immunological response of child to infection is very low. Then treatment of kwashiorkor. Ingestion of protein-rich foods like milk, egg, soybean to provide about 3 to 4 gram of protein per kg of body weight per day will control kwashiorkor. The treatment can be monitored by measuring plasma albumin concentration, disappearance of edema and gain in body weight. Next is marasmus. Marasmus literally means to waste. It mainly occurs in children under 1 year age. Marasmus is predominantly due to deficiency of calories. This is usually observed in children given watery gruels of cereals to supplement the mother's breast milk, or occurs due to early termination of breastfeeding and feeding with very dilute cow's milk. The symptoms are growth retardation, muscle wasting, which is also called as emaciation. Then child is very thin with no subcutaneous fat. Head is large, limbs are thin like sticks. Then anemia, weakness. There is no edema or decreased concentration of plasma albumin, and this is the major difference to distinguish marasmus from kwashiorkor. Next is nutritional edema. Nutritional edema results from long continued deprivation of proteins and usually occurs in famine areas. The protein deficiency in adults is very rare. The deficiency symptoms in adults include loss of weight, reduced subcutaneous fat, anemia, greater susceptibility to infection, frequent loose stools, general lethargy, incapacity to sustain hard work, delayed wound healing, and edema. Again, deficiency of proteins shows different changes in body. The liver loses proteins rapidly, and prolonged protein deficiency can cause permanent damage to large number of liver cells, resulting into necrosis. And also observe that plasma albumin levels fall. Here there is certain points of distinguishing between Kwashiorkor and marasmus. In marasmus, there is deficiency of both energy and protein. In Kwashiorkor, there is deficiency in both quality and quantity of proteins. There are certain points, one by one, we will discuss. First is age of onset. Kwashiorkor is occurred in children of 1 year to 5 years, and marasmus occurred in children of less than 1 year of age. Then main nutritional cause in Kwashiorkor is low protein intake, while in marasmus in low calorie intake. Next is growth. There is mild retardation in growth in Kwashiorkor, severe growth retardation in marasmus. Odema in Kwashiorkor is present, marasmus it is absent. Facial appearance, Kwashiorkor has moon-like face. Here in marasmus, old man's like face. Abdomen is protruding, while in marasmus it is shrunken. Skin, there is dermatitis seen in Kwashiorkor, while dry skin and atrophic skin in marasmus. Muscles undergo wasting, but there is severe wasting and weak and atrophic condition in marasmus. Subcutaneous fat present in Kwashiorkor, while there is absence of subcutaneous fat in marasmus. Serum albumin level falls down to great extent in Kwashiorkor, 0.5 to 2 gram per deciliter only. Here 2 to 3 gram per deciliter, more than 2. Serum cortisol normal or decreased level in Kwashiorkor. Marasmus it is increased level. Serum potassium decreased level in Kwashiorkor. Marasmus is normal level. So these are certain references from which I have collected this information and prepared this video. I hope you all have understood the points I have discussed here. Thank you very much.